grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise.
It's Thursday, yes, it's Thursday, one day before Friday. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Karakou, Pity Martinique too. Good morning, how you doing, brother? Chester Bandy David, good morning to you, brother. Let us pray.
Morning to you, Mr. Donald, and to the Real FM family. And indeed, we need a friend this morning, a friend that is sticker closer than a brother. His name is Jesus. And we acknowledge him as Lord this morning in our life. And Father, this morning we are grateful again for yet another morning that you have granted unto us. Be glorified today. Be glorified in our hearts. Be glorified in our life today. God, we bring the Real FM family before you this morning. We bring our nation before you and the world at large. We give you thanks, God, for your greatness. We give you thanks for your goodness. We want to thank you for watching over us through the night and blessing us with a new day. God, we pray this morning by faith, believing, God, that what you has asked us to do, to live a holy life each and every day before you, because you is our soon coming King and you're going to judge the world. This morning we thank you for Real FM, that God, that every morning we are mindful of what you have done for us. And God, that our heart can beat every morning for you. We thank you, God, this morning for Mr. Andre Donald. Every morning, God, that you was able to raise him up every morning, God, to, oh God, do this entire program on this radio station for years. What a blessing that you has given unto us, and we are grateful, we are thankful for him. This morning, God, continue to protect him, continue to bless him with long life, health, and strength. God, we know that the enemy is real and will come in many different forms. But God, we ask you to form a hedge and a protection over him. This morning, God, we lift the Real FM family into your hands this morning. There might be those that are sick in body. There might be those who are going through challenges this morning. Maybe someone this morning don't even have something to eat, but God, you are. Even the birds you provide for them, the fish in the sea. God, you are Jehovah Jireh. This morning I think about those who are sick among us, be it in the hospital, be it at home, wherever they are this morning, God. Great physician, oh God, the sympathizing Jesus, God, we know, God, that you is a miracle working God. So this morning, God, we lift every single person who is not well in body in our nation before you, God. You are acquainted with our grief, Lord. You are acquainted with our, oh God, our disease, God. Nothing is new to you, God. And God, by your stripes, we are healed this morning. This morning, I bring our nation into your hands this morning. God, we need food every day of our life. And I thank you for Real FM, God, with the wisdom and the vision of the programs, Agricultural Thursday morning, God, that encouraging us how important it is, God, to able to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. And God, this morning, we thank you for all the facilitators, oh God, Mr. Donald, who will be able to handle the program this morning. We pray for wisdom, God, as they able to, give us information, Lord, that we'll be able to apply it. And God, our nation would be able to have good food security, God. God, when I think about the years before and now, in the days of our parents and grandparents, the amount of fruits and vegetables and bananas and cocoa and nutmeg, my heart sometimes, grieve to see what is happening. But God, oh, we know that He's a restorer. You can turn things around. So I pray for the young people that they can come to the consciousness and realize how important agriculture is. God, we ask you to cover everything this morning through this entire program this morning. We pray for BJ, we pray for Mr. Antoine, and all the callers this morning as they share. And God, your name would be glorified today. We lift up your name. We just magnify the name that is above every name today. We want to give you thanks and praise in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen.
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 Morning, brother.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Morning.
I'm all right.
I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling happy this morning because I don't know if you're aware of Magdalene College is in the finals of the senior, the junior, and the ladies. So we definitely gonna be able to come up with a victory.
How did you know that?
So I'm happy this morning.
How do you know that?
I listen to the news.
Yeah, but you're in three. You're in three. Doesn't mean you're gonna win anything.
I have confidence.
Yeah, confidence. That business.
Yes. Yeah, confidence. We must come with one.
So what finals are they in? Tell me again.
They in the senior boys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the junior boys, and then they are thinking the
ladies.
The ladies.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the ladies final.
Congratulations.
Yes, man. I mean, yeah, and Anglican School lost the semi-final against St. John's. A couple days.
Yo, relax yourself. Just easy with that. Still to that. Still to that. What are you trying to do? Still to that. Still to that. Don't let me and Bevin have to crush you. Still to that. I find you again. Huh? Yeah. I'll call Bevin for you. I'm going to call Bevin for you, boy. Behave yourself now.
Hey.
Bevin!
We have a clash.
What clash?
We have a clash tomorrow. Tomorrow, please, Lord.
What happening tomorrow?
We have a clash.
What tomorrow is?
I think one of the finals. And one of them is Sasa thing.
Uh-huh. Don't worry.
Yeah. So we have a clash.
Don't worry. Be happy. Live life with a smile.
Have a blessed day, brother.
You too, man. Take care. How the children, Bandy?
They're good for the time, man.
Okay, and how the little animals is 4 of them or 6 of them?
Well, it's 6, but 6 of them, and 6 of them is alive.
They're alive and they're strong.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. You have them in pens or you have them loose?
I have them loose sometimes because they like to get grass, but most of the times in the night time I put them inside. You
put them inside. Wonderful, my brother. Wonderful. You see that black one day, that black ram day? That's mine.
Not a ram, it's a female.
Okay, I'll take it too. Yeah. I'll take that one too.
Well, I love that one, man. Really nice.
Bandy, take care. Have a wonderful day, my brother.
One love.
All right, great. Take care.
Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9.
Sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row, Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Great grow real, grow Grenada, parts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
This Christmas, Flow's making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new Samsung smartphone for only $49. Plus, we're giving you 50% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, GCNA, hereby gives notice that the area meetings of the association will be held as follows. In St. Andrew on Tuesday, 25th November at the Grenville Curing Station. St. David, it's your turn on Wednesday, 26th November at Bellevue Community Center. St. Patrick on Thursday, 27th November at the Marley Receiving Station. St. Mark, your turn will be on Tuesday, 2nd December at the Victoria Receiving Station. St. John's on Wednesday, 3rd December at the Guelph Processing Station. And St. George will be on Thursday, 4th December at the George Brison House of Nutmeg Museum. All meetings start at 3 p.m. Farmers are asked to make a special effort to attend the meeting in their respective parish. The general meeting of delegates will be held at the St. George Brison House of Nutmeg Museum, Bolio, St. George, on Thursday, December 18th, 2025, commencing at 9 a.m. Remember the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association area meetings.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada,
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning to you, Drums. How you doing?
Good morning to you. I'm good. Good
Talk
morning to
to
you.
me,
Good
my
morning to
dear.
the nation. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that run down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirt of his garment. As the dew of humor, and as the dew that descended upon the mountain of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. This is the end of the scripture reading this morning.
Thank you, love. How you doing?
I'm good. But you don't know, Mr. Andre,
What?
I put in my order for the black ram, the black goat already, or sheep, whatever, you know. I put in my order already, you know.
You
So
get
can get it.
You get it? You get it? You put in your order.
Yes, I put in my order already for it.
Well,
Man, you didn't tell me that?
I'll take a next one then. I'll take a next.
Good morning.
Yeah, you listening. He probably laughing there. Is everything all right?
Yeah, for the time now.
All right. All my girls.
Everybody all right.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And you have a wonderful day.
You too, my dear. Take care of yourself, yeah?
Bye.
Hi, Drums. Yeah. 17 minutes after the 7 o'clock at 7:20 thereabouts. We link up with the Morris Bishop International Airport for the latest on the weather. Yeah. Pascal, good morning to you. Christine Utley, something is wrong with your device. You need to check it if you're not hearing anything. I have no idea why you're not hearing, because Adrian is hearing me. Good morning, Watsy. How you doing? Jerome, Kenneth Lewis, and Dolores Redhead. Top of the morning to you. Kathleen Ledlow, what's up? What's popping? Lorna Johnson, Amanda Moses, good morning to you. Errol, Alban Harris, good morning. Here's hoping that all you lovely people would have the best morning possible. Come on and hulk up the listenership. It's Agricultural Thursday. I think I will have Dr. Entwine with me this morning. There's that possibility. Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, good morning to you and blessings. Here's hoping that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, people? What's going on? Tell me. Yeah. You need to tell me what's going on. If you don't tell me, then I can't know. It's as straight as that. If you don't tell me, then I can't know. You know, we got this program starting tomorrow, the All Christmas program that we're known for. Win all you can if you can. Yeah. Happy holidays. Yeah, we are trying to do so and add just a little bit to your Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas feeling. Yeah, the season. So win all you can if you can. How does it work? Well, it's simple, you know. Win all you can if you can. You'll call in. There may be a password that they may not. There are going to be days on their passwords, and you'd hear the passwords in this program. Yeah, in this program, you'll hear the passwords. So there may be days with their passwords. There may be days without passwords. So what can be the password? The password can just be elephant. The password can be carrot. Yeah, it could be anything. You will hear me say what the password is, and I will give you the password between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. At some time between that period, you will hear the password right here. So, if you don't hear a password, that means there's no password for the day, right? When you call in, you give the password, and you're correct, then you now can start playing that game. Win all you can if you can. How does it work? We have 30 envelopes. Yes, that's 30. Last time we did it, we had 25. Now we have 30 envelopes. And inside the envelopes, various things. There are questions, there may be challenges, whatever. And the bad thing about it is that you could go bankrupt because you can select an envelope and it says bankrupt. There's nothing in it. It may tell you, okay, While there's not a question to win something, you are allowed to choose another number, so you can go on and choose another number. When you win, it is all up to you. You can decide whether or not you want to continue playing or whether or not you want to stop playing. If you believe that, hey, you can win this thing, what will you do? Hey, you continue playing. We're playing for AirPods, we're playing for chargers, we're playing for those miniature fans that people have stylish these days. We're playing for Android tablets. We're playing for watches. We're playing for wallets for men and women. We're playing for colognes for men and perfume for ladies. We're playing for a projector. We play loads and loads of stuff we're playing for, and there's more to come. So as they come in, we add it to the table. So it's a whole table. You'll get a chance to see the table tomorrow, please God. Okay, you want to see the table? All right. Let me show you the table. Let me show you a little bit of the table. Yeah, I ain't really want to show you, but let me just give you a little bit of the table so you won't feel so bad. Yeah, man, the girls set up the table already. Nabila and Kira, they already set up the table, so it's all there. It's all there, ready for us to think. Let me see if I can get the table for you. Where is it? Where is that thing? Okay, yeah, here we go. Bidding bujung bajang. See? Okay, hold on. Come on, camera, stay where I want you to stay. Come on. All righty. I think we've got it there. Now take a look. Take a look at that. See the table over there? Yeah. Loads of prizes on the table. There'll be meals from places like Abby's Place. There'll be stuff coming from Ched at the Junction Fried Chicken. So they're gonna be what do you call it? Hold on. Let me just get an idea, get a better idea. So I tell you, right? Just stay there. Don't move. Just stay right there.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices.
Yeah. I'm back with you. Yeah, you're taking a look at the table still. I can tell you there's loads of stuff. We've got barbecue lunches coming from Junction Fried Chicken. That's Ched. So somebody can win a barbecue lunch or maybe even 2 barbecue lunches. Supreme Cuts and Samson, that's at River Sally Junction. They're giving a whole case of malt. Yes, a whole case of malt coming from them. Kitaz Beauty Salon. You can get your manicures and pedicures and stuff there. Yeah, you can win that too. Jendy's Restaurant right down there. You can win a lunch at Jendy's Restaurant. Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, that's in the mall. You can get your hair braided, or you can have your hair relaxed and a treatment after you have had your hair relaxed. Yeah, man. Jelani Green, who is the caretaker for the St. Patrick West, well, he be making a monetary contribution, so then you can win some money. Compliments, Jelani. Yeah. Valley Breeze Guest House, 2 night pass for 2. 2 night pass for 2 at Valley Breeze. What else we've got? True Blue Bay Resort, one night pass for 2 and 1 day pass for 2. Yeah. M&N, they be making monetary contributions so you can win some dollars, have some dollars in your pocket for the season from M&N. Abby's place down on the bus terminal. You can win lunches, compliments, Abby. I'm trying to give you everything, before I go to the weather. Let me go to the weather first, and then I come back and give you the rest of the stuff, yeah? Loads of stuff that you can win.
Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly. Planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style.
It's real, it's 91, 26 minutes after the 7 o'clock. Let's make a link down to the meteorological office at the Morris Bishop International Airport. Lovely Vundi Cyrus is with us this morning. Good morning, Vundi.
Good morning to you and to your listeners. Here is the weather for today, Thursday, 20th November, 2025. It is a partly cloudy morning here at the MBIA. Winds are variable at 2 knots. Barometric pressure is 1011.7 millibars. That is below normal and rising. The present temperature is 26.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 86%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.1 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum temperature was 26.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 11.6 millimeters of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA. Hence, the total for the month so far goes to 57.6 millimeters. Now let's look at the public weather forecast for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times, with brief light to moderate showers. The maximum temperature can be around 31 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Tides are currently falling, will be low at 10 a.m. and high at 3 p.m. Sunset today 5:38, sunrise tomorrow 6:07. Just a recap of the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times, with brief light to moderate showers. From the Met Services, this is Vondi Cyrus. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Vondi. Just before you run off, sometimes we like to just put up the name of the forecaster. Is that VONDY, VONDI, or VONDE?
VONDI.
VONDI. Thank you very much,
Yes.
my dear. Have a
problem.
wonderful day.
Bye.
Okay, great. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.vondi.
Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working.
Yeah, man, we're back. Yeah, I told you I had to take that break there. 29 minutes after the 7 o'clock. So yeah, so we've got appliances, electrical appliances from Little England. Alicia's Kitchen, 2 chicken combo meals, and Gittins Home and Garden. We've got some monies coming from Gittins Home and Garden, so that will be monetary prizes. You're gonna win, compliments them. Antoine de Beauregard, yeah, you'll be getting some good alcohol so that you can make your cake and all sort of thing, and probably have a drink too, yeah. TS Sweet Street, 1 chocolate cake. Woohoo! You're doing that, boy. Koyaba Beach Resort, day pass for 2. And Eddie's Interior Detailing, 2 chairs, upholstery cleaning. So you can win, you have a nice Morris chair there and another one or two-seater or whatever, and you want to do something, make it look good for the season, you can get that. You can win that too. Yeah. Best electrical services. Monetary contributions, so you win some monies, compliments them. Yes, so you see that? You can win monies here, monies here, monies there, monies everywhere. Bertrand John, of course, he is the NNP caretaker of the St. Patrick East constituency. Monetary donations, so you can win money. Come on, folks inside of Rose Hill, folks inside of Livera, folks inside of Jocazo, that's in Rivers Valley. Yeah, man, you can win some monies. Chrissy Batiste, Chrissy has made a monetary donation, so you can win some money. Compliments, Chrissy. We've got day passes from Reef Pavilion. Day pass for 2, night pass for 2. Wow, like I got to win some of that, boy. Star Services. You can get an oil change and basically a tune-up of your vehicle. You of course would supply the no, I have to double check that. I believe he's gonna supply the oil for the oil change. Yeah, I believe he's gonna do that. But I have to double check on that. Shaba, good morning to you. How are you doing? The center, that's Hewett White. That's right next to us. You can win drinks, compliments, the shelter, the center. Why am I saying the shelter? Myers Collection. Yeah, right across the road. Monetary donations, so you can win, some monies, compliments, Myers Collection, and Divine Bakery, and that's in Granville. They'll be supplying us with 2 black cakes, so you can win a black cake. 3P's Minimart will be supplying us with a food hamper. Woo, papi, loads of stuff. See the exercise full, the table full, and things gonna happen. It's starting tomorrow.
Real Xpressions.
Thursday only. Tomorrow, the will of the Master, the Supreme Creator. It's starting tomorrow.
Your soul. We growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly.
Oh, and you're asking what time does the program start? Okay, the program is a morning program, right? So we're going to be running it from 10 o'clock until 11:30, right? Or let's say, but if you have to push past 11:30, we cannot go past what is 11:45, because that's when our news. So at 11:45 we'd have to cut, but we're starting at 10 a.m. each morning, Monday through to Friday, until all the prizes are given out. Do we have more prizes to get? I would have loved to see we have a caller. Morning. Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Andre Donald.
Good morning, Camille Theresa Scott.
Good morning.
How you
to
doing?
the Grenadian people home and abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Watts, good morning. I know you on, and Patricia Arthur, good morning. Andre, she will call you.
Okay.
She'll give a call. I don't know if she'll give a call today or over the weekend.
Okay.
Well, I'll give her the station number.
Why didn't you give her my number?
Okay, I don't know where they know. I don't know where they.
Camille, my number.
I know where they. I had it. I want to get.
Camille, my number is 457-6188.
But I don't have a pen by me now.
You better get a pen and wait in.
I don't have a pen in.
Write it in the piece of code.
She will call you down. Let me put it on the phone.
You sure you could do that? You know how to do that? That for young people,
No, I put in it and I go show somebody, one of them boys when I go down there, to put it for me, to save it for me. Hey, want you? Patty, good morning. You can call in now with the
No, she can't call me now. How we go chat? How we go chat if she call me now herself?
Well, she know when I don't talk to you, she could call you in and get the number. No, God, that girl look nice, boy. That man loser. Stupid.
Oh, God, why don't hush him out? So behave yourself, my girl.
Give me your number now. Let me put it there.
457.
457. Don't call me in the night late, I don't want nobody bother me.
6188.
457.
6188.
6188.
88? 88, yeah, 88.
88. Yeah. All right, I will call it and I will make. So you go stay on the phone. Mr. Watch, everybody, good morning. Well, you tell Banjo you want to win all the thing you want, you could get that, you could get.
Oh, you
Why
mean
you want?
oh, you mean
Sit and put alone you want. You don't want nothing gain. Yeah. And I want to say good morning to Miss Pat in Canada again.
Mm-hmm.
Our listener, she always listens. Miss
Oh,
Pat,
that
good
one,
morning.
that one from Hermitage.
No.
Where that one from?
Springs down here in
Springs.
town.
So we'll have a
But
lot
you
of.
have a lot of listeners there instead of calling you.
Yeah, but
a lot, you know.
I've 3 Pat in Canada, you know.
Well, all right. Well, she's one. She's one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's one.
Okay.
You have
Wonderful.
a lot of people as listening. So when they don't hear you, they calling me. I'm working with all you.
You mean if you're walking?
I'm working. Dr. Mitchell, good morning. Good morning, sir. And Mr. David, wherever you is, good morning. Yeah.
All right.
Anyhow, all you have a blessed day. I'm going down and see what's going on.
You too, my
You don't
darling.
Well, Andre, yesterday, all these people come down in town to collect a little money. They don't get nothing.
How they ain't get it?
And everybody coming by me for about I don't sell yesterday.
How they don't get the money? What happened?
They don't give them the money. Because one of the ladies tell me they say Friday. I mean, what I'm saying is before I know to this money is agriculture.
Uh-huh.
They should get the people that are organized and put in the money. They put that money aside. So when the time reach to give them the seed money, all you have is there.
Yeah. They should
Get
do that.
this organized under NNC time. You get that money now, you know. Everybody calling Kit Michelle live now. Everybody calling Kit Michelle live. Could you believe that? He touched me yesterday when the lady come. Two of them come. Miss Kami give me a 250. Miss Kami give me a $5 to pay the boss. I don't give them a dollar to work and scrape bill.
Yeah.
Change out and give them.
Yeah.
Because they don't know people in town. So I want them in that.
That's hard.
Organize and put aside that money. Locate it all and put it there. The people deserve that.
Yeah.
That's what some of you NDC supporters must call and tell them. Because they used to get it under Kit Mitchell and they used to complain. But now the pastor green for them. And they forget you can't. I staying on the ground. I sitting on the ground when I start to fall. I catching all you. I think God to give me long life. And Mr. Andal, I'm warning you. I'm warning you, Mr. Andal. You will lose your seat for that next election. Can the make people studying you? Because you don't do nothing for them. Have a good day.
Take care of yourself, girl. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, Cammy, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful one. Yeah, actually, I've been hearing about, yesterday I was informed that a couple of people came to, I think, the bank here with their card that they were issued and there's no money in the account. And I don't even know what to say to you guys. I don't know what to say. I'm getting tired of criticizing the NDC. I really get that. It's like they don't know their head from the elbow. They don't know. And they're not mature enough to say, well, I don't know, help me. All they have to do is ask for the help. The help is there. The help is there. But they don't know and they ain't bothering. They're just going to make people see real trouble. You've moved from people coming to collect the money, and one could understand, yes, we're moving on. We're moving on. However, you have to move properly. You have to move properly. Right? Anyway, back to my thing I was talking about. I ain't finished talking about my program yet. They are big, yes. So I'm telling you, so you answer questions. Basically, that's what you do, and you get, once you answer the question correctly, then you win something there. You can decide. There could be a time when you decide, okay, Andre, I want to play for a tablet. And okay, you might have to answer 3 questions back to back to back to get the tablet. Or you might say, Andre, see that Bluetooth speaker thing you all have there? I want to play for that. Yeah. Or you see that, what do you call it? Projector, Andre. I want to play for that projector. I want to play for that watch. I want to give my mother, my sister, my lady that watch. Andre, I want to play for that watch. Andre, boy, I seen y'all have perfumes there and colognes. I want to pay for a perfume and a cologne. You could decide that. You could decide that. You could decide what you want to play for. However, here's this. Steve Kreff, good morning. How you doing, cuz? Everything good? Wonderful. Here's this. If you select an envelope, that envelope will not be played for the rest of the day. Questions may return, or questions may not return. And questions can be about anything. It can be about politics. It can be about the Caribbean. It can be about Christmas. It can be about simply anything, meaning the questions. It can come in any form. So you just have to be prepared to answer. And of course, there will be questions about Real FM. Let me tell you something interesting about tomorrow. Today is the 20th and tomorrow, the 21st. Yeah, tomorrow the 21st, Real FM will be celebrating 21 years of service to this beautiful nation of ours. 21 years of service to this beautiful nation of ours. Real FM will be celebrating that tomorrow. Wow. Yeah. Damn, that's a lot, ain't it? I can't believe that I've been doing this morning show for 21 years now. Damn. That's a long time. Yeah. Bloody long time. Wow. Really? Jeez, you me. Oh, gracious me. That's a long time, boy. I think it's time for me to stop. Yeah, I think it's time for me to wrap it up. Don't you think so? Yeah, I think it's time for me to wrap it up. Yeah.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.
So maybe I will.
Real FM. From the soil to your soul. We growing real.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Farmers working
What do you
endlessly.
think? Maybe that time has come.
Sunrise brings the harvest.
Or is fast approaching.
Feeding all.
But nonetheless, win all you can if you can. That will be starting tomorrow on our 21st birthday. Win all you can if you can. And I believe that you can. You can just continue playing for the whole day. You can put on and you can call me right back. You can put on, and if nobody else is on the line and you figure you want to call right back, nobody's stopping you from calling right back. You just win all you can if you can. All right? Anyway, just to drift back a bit to the, what you're looking at, Joe, those of you just joining us, and I'm not seeing, what's wrong with y'all this morning? Call your friends and call your neighbor and call your family, what happened? I find y'all just think, let me just say something to y'all, Let me just say something to y'all, straight up here. And you can tell that to other people too. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I find y'all just do some play the fool.
Real FM style.
Come on, do the numbers.
Agriculture Thursday.
Are you passionate about helping others? Caring, compassionate, and reliable? Then guess what? This job is calling your name. A caregiver is needed in Duquesne St. Mark, and it can be you making the difference. Don't sit back. Step up, shine, and show your heart. Call 442-9749 right now. That's 442-9749. Be the caregiver who changes lives starting today. Don't miss your chance to make an impact.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, identity or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need. With savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seton Brong Street, Grenville and Grandad.
Where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention.
Welcome, listeners, to Did You Know? A 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. On this week's program, we will share a brief overview of the first workshop held last Saturday for participants in St. Andrew who aspires to be a board or committee member of the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. St. Andrew, a big thank you for showing up on Saturday morning to the first of 2 sessions aimed at building the capacity of new potential leaders of the credit union movement. Facilitated by 2 experienced financial consultants, these sessions provided not just guidance to potential credit union leaders, but equipped those in attendance with governance tools to serve in any leadership position and make a meaningful contribution. General Manager is Mr. Devon Charles.
Today's event principally would have been designed to start shaping leaders in the credit union movement. There are a number of persons who are members of the credit union, but they have never had the opportunity to serve at a level, at a board, committee, or get more involved. The credit union is a member-oriented organization, it's a member-owned organization. And we are seeing the need to get more people involved, more younger people at an earlier age to become volunteers within the credit union movement. We believe that that pool of people are dwindling, and we believe that we have a responsibility to do our best in terms of helping to shape a wider pool of leaders.
Speaking of participation, Charles believes the objective was fully met at session 1.
When you have a session like this on a Saturday and you have over 30 persons coming out to participate, especially I was impressed with seeing a lot of young and middle-aged persons attending the session, the engagement, depth of the sharing. This morning, our consultant, Mr. Lewis, shared quite a bit on the portfolio of the credit union from the perspective of the legislation, the bylaws, the act, the global principles as laid down by the World Council of Credit Union, the function and the rules and responsibilities of boards, credit committee. We spend a lot of time speaking of credit committee and the issue of risk, and the supervisory committee. We also looked critically in terms of the emergence of new regulations and expectations, not just of directors, but of members within the credit union movement, as we attempt to build a better society, help our people to make more informed financial decisions. So I believe we have done well.
Charles also provided a summary of his presentation.
Look more outside of the box in terms of expectations of directors, not just within the credit union, but generally. We spoke on the fiduciary duties of directors. We looked at the guiding principles, the concepts of governance, the conduct of meetings. And one very interesting part is in conducting of meetings, the way minutes are taken, the way you set your agenda, the relationships between CEOs and the board of directors, that responsibility of boards to have oversight, foresight, and insight in terms of what's happening within the respective organizations. So I believe we also examine some of the emerging trends in governance, the issue of ESG, issues of data and AI and cybersecurity. And I believe the members were very attentive. They asked questions, it was engaging. And if we are to measure today's session by the turnout and the fact that everyone stayed for the entire session, I think we can say we had an excellent session. And we are looking forward to doing this next Saturday at the National Stadium for our members in the south of the island.
We are due now for a break. More when we return.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us on this week's program, we are summarizing Saturday's session in St. Andrew and encourage members in St. George's to be a part of Saturday's second session at the National Stadium. Participants gave reviews of Saturday's session.
I think the event was a well-planned event. It was very organized. The information provided was very timely. I think that it lends a lot to the development of the credit union. So I think it was a well-thought-out event. We need a lot more sessions like that, not only for the management, but also for the members. Because sometimes a lot of decisions that are made out of lack of knowledge, if I may say. So I think a lot of this information should be passed on.
I'm very thankful that I took my Saturday off to really come to this event. You know, it's not only for being a member on the board itself. Training is important, you know, for different aspects of positions that one should hold or planning to hold in the future.
Yeah, I think it was a very informative session. Some of the information I didn't know. So it was a good learning process today, and I want to thank the Grenville Credit Union for putting on a session like that for directors or boarding directors and members of committees. So it was a really, really good session.
And that's it for this week. Until next week, I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, GCNA, hereby gives notice that the area meetings of the association will be held as follows. In St. Andrew on Tuesday, 25th November at the Grenville Curing Station. St. David, it's your turn on Wednesday, 26th November at Bellevue Community Center. St. Patrick on Thursday, 27th November at the Marley Receiving Station. St. Mark, your turn will be on Tuesday, 2nd December at the Victoria Receiving Station. St. John's on Wednesday, 3rd December at the Guelph Processing Station. And St. George will be on Thursday, 4th December at the George Brison House of Nutmeg Museum. All meetings start at 3 p.m. Farmers are asked to make a special effort to attend the meeting in their respective parish. The general meeting of delegates will be held at the St. George Brison House of Nutmeg Museum, Bolio, St. George, on Thursday, December 18th, 2025, commencing at 9 a.m. Remember the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association area meetings.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
This is Real Xpressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly. Plenty pride in every row, Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Every seed, we grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the
sow and we reap. And if you sow good things, you're going to reap good things. If you sow bad things, you're going to reap bad things. Bet your bottom dollar about that. So please, whatever you do, ensure that you sow good things throughout your life. See, like that guy right there? That guy, you see the guy? That guy. I believe he would have sown good things. He brought me a cantaloupe and a what? And a pawpaw this morning.
Feeding you healthy.
Say again?
I am feeding you healthy.
Feeding me healthy?
Yes.
I'm happy that I got the cantaloupe. I have to, I've gone into a diet, PJ.
Yes, I've been listening to you.
Yeah, so the cantaloupe and thing, I kind of look at it, those things, and cantaloupe, now that you brought it, pawpaw, I love pawpaw, so when I cut a pawpaw, I can't stop eating it.
You wouldn't be able to stop it this one.
Yeah, I can't stop eating. But I'm down to 2 now. Cucumbers, I snack on cucumbers.
That's good.
That's what I snack on.
Keeps you healthy.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you keep me healthy, but
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that things will work. So, how you doing, bro? How's your week?
I'm doing fine, Andre. My week is going good so far. Can't complain. Happy to be alive.
Okay.
Happy to be among my constituents.
Somebody want to see me this morning. What all they want to see me for? Don't worry about Andre. Andre is always, Andre. Andre is always there. Andre don't want us to see him this morning. Don't worry about Andre, man. Behave now.
There's a difference between hearing and seeing.
Yeah, man, but I did, they know me. I did this morning.
You want to see the gesture and stuff.
Oh, they want to see that?
Yeah, man, and the impressions on your face.
What impression?
Oh, you have to watch your own self. You'll have to have a mirror or go back and replay and you're going to see.
Okay. I have an announcement to make. I see somebody calling me and I speak to this person, then I'll make the announcement. Matterson, good morning.
Yes, good morning again.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't succeeded yesterday.
I have an announcement. That's what I was saying. I have an announcement to make. So I have to make that announcement. So you keep listening and you'll hear.
Okay, all right then.
All right.
Because she really gave us help. She wasn't listening to me yesterday.
Yeah, some people are like that. Don't worry. All right.
Yes, and we thank you. I'm glad you sort it out. Okay,
Yeah, good. It will be sorted out. All right. It's 91 and BJ, I had to make this statement and I just forgot to make it earlier on, and I saw the person calling me and I knew that I had to make that statement. In relation to a new contributor, thanks BJ for your contribution. How much you contributed? Was it $5,000?
5 million.
But okay, so here's what to all the persons who made that pledge in relation to the Grenada for Jamaica. I have one little issue that I'm trying to do so and deal with. And as soon as that is dealt with, then persons, I thought that it was dealt with, but it wasn't. So I have to do some behind the scenes work, with the bank and everything. Legit things. Yeah, but I have to do some type one thing. So as soon as that is done, I will let folks know that they can go in. So I would say today's Thursday. I give it today and tomorrow, and I will say by Monday. But I would let you know by Monday, or even if it can happen before Monday. If it's done today, I'd let folks know, hey, yes, you can do so and do it. So I do apologize. I take full responsibility for that and do apologize. And I would say by Monday, safely by Monday. But if it happens before Monday, I will let folks know. All right? So BJ, you'll know.
Yes, I will make my contribution, Andre. And once again, it's very heart-wrenching to see what is happening in Jamaica. They're going through a full period now, and we have to help in whatever way we could. In fact, I had a friend of mine who have a son who is going to flight school in Guyana, and he's due for Christmas break. But the house is damaged in Jamaica.
Oh.
So, you know.
Coming by you?
Yes, a volunteer.
Well, I know. Since I see that smile on your face,
volunteer
I
to
realize.
keep him for the, you know, his
For the
holiday
break.
PM. And,
Okay, wonderful, BJ, wonderful. You can bring him by the station, man.
Yes, I'm going to bring him.
Yeah, bring him by the station.
Sometime.
Yeah. Give him a good Grenadian Christmas, a
Why
Grenadian
not?
holiday. Yeah, wonderful, BJ. I really compliment you on that. Since I saw the smile on your face, before you could even mention that he was coming here, I could see that he was coming.
Yes, Andre. Despite what people saying about Jamaica and Jamaicans, I find Jamaicans are very friendly and loyal people. That's how I see them.
Well, there are always going to be bad ones in the lot.
Yes, wherever
we have bad ones here too.
When they are your friends, they are your friends.
They're friends,
you know? And defend your right through.
Wonderful. But I'm happy that you're doing that, and if Real FM can do anything to make his stay here a memorable one, we will. We'll definitely do that. So he's doing, you say, flight school in
Guyana.
In Guyana. Okay, wonderful. What's his name?
Daniel.
Hey, tell him this is not the Lions Den. This is not the Lions Den. Faithlin Hallie Douglas, good morning to you. She's saying good morning to you too also.
Good morning.
Faithlin is saying good morning to you. So, bananas, not harvesting today?
Yes.
Are you harvesting today?
Yes. We started yesterday and we'll finish today because the guys want to go off the funeral today.
Oh,
we have a funeral in River Sally.
Okay. BJ, you take from harvesting the bananas, then you take them to St. George's, right?
To St. George's.
What do you take them down with?
We have a truck, yeah.
Okay. So you pack it like how you guys used to pack like in boxes?
Yeah.
And
Well,
stuff?
no, we do crates rather than boxes. We stock them in the crates. Well packed, so you ripen the crates and you sell in the crates. And you collect back the crates after you sold.
So you take the crates and you put them inside of the ripening
Yes,
thing?
and they ripen the crates, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's packed to
It's
ripe
packed already from the field.
From the field.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you have to do any sort of a washing and so in the field before
Yes, you have to clean the banana and make sure that it's presentable and saleable. And ensure that you remove any foreign material that might be on the banana. And
So it's a big
make
process
sure it's clean. It's a lengthy process. I wouldn't call it big.
A lengthy process. So, okay. You plant the banana tree. All right? It grows. Then you harvest the banana.
Yes.
Tell me what happens after that.
After you harvest the banana, you have to ensure that it's well washed and stuff, and more or less you can use a small bit of bleach if you want to ensure that it's sterile, and you get it to St. George's. Normally, bananas, almost any fruit, Andre, they give up a gas, or activities are taking place within the fruit itself, and this can be hot. Because you have so much bananas in one small area, a confined area. So you have to cool the bananas. They ripe better. You put it in a cold room.
Okay.
And you cool the bananas. And then you put it into the ripe room.
You cool it.
Yeah, cool it.
Like in an air
Like,
conditioner?
yeah, something like that. Not a air condition. They call it a cool room. It's cold but not freezing. It's not cold enough to freeze. And you can manage the temperature, you can manipulate it, you can set it whatever temperature you want.
Okay. So from the field into the cool room.
Yeah.
And from the cool room into the ripe
Yeah.
room.
You notice when sometimes you get a ripe banana but it's a bit soft. It's ripe when it's hot.
Okay. Now you're giving me some lessons here, BJ. So you all have to be very, very careful what you do.
Absolutely. Well, the shelf life can be reduced if you ripe it at normal room temperature.
This is a costly process.
No.
It's not?
No, it's just to more or less monitor.
That's
Because
rather interesting.
Andre, Because we've been ripening bananas almost for the entire week and selling for the entire week, it means that when you have stuff in the cold room, you don't have to switch off and switch on and stuff like that. When the room reaches the right temperature, the air conditioning unit or the cooling unit, the condensation unit, would stop. And the room is actually a ready-made room, Andre. It's not something we make. It's something that...
It's like a container?
Something similar to a refrigerated container. But how I should put it, how it's designed is designed to keep things cool.
So you
the
did
Chinese.
Not, so you brought that in?
Yeah, man, import that.
You imported that. Okay.
Bring this from China.
I didn't realize that yet.
You can put it out in the open like that, Andre, without covering it, and ripe your bananas, and you may not have much difference if you had cover it or something like that. The material, you don't absorb it.
Oh, it doesn't take in any heat
No,
at
man.
all. It repels the heat.
Yeah, man. It's a kind of silver. You know the Chinese, man, them good with them things. So they don't really absorb the heat, so inside they don't get hot at all. It's just ever cool.
Bananas, you ripe bananas. Can
You
you
ripe
ripe? Can
bananas.
the thing ripe anything
You
else?
can ripe anything. In fact, I just had 2,000, 3,000 pounds of watermelon that spoiled.
Spoiled?
Yeah, the gas from the room that you ripe the banana leak out and goes to another room, and it just get all the watermelons off.
Oh,
within 2-3 days.
And you didn't realize
it
that?
ripe the watermelon. Well, it was from a Friday to a Monday, so we don't really go there on the weekends,
On
you know.
the weekend. So you had a leak.
Yeah.
That's interesting. BJ, so let us suppose that there's someone who has tomatoes. And all my tomatoes, they're green. But I want them nice and red and looking real smooth for the market. I can bring them to you and ripe them.
Yeah.
How long would that take?
2 days.
And they're all going to ripe nice
And really nice, ready for the market.
Have you ever thought about doing that?
The space. I'm thinking about bringing another ripening room here now to expand operation.
So what are you looking to ripe? More bananas?
More bananas.
Is there a market like that for it?
Yes.
Okay. On island, are you the only person ripening?
Marketing board also ripe, and think somebody else.
They have a bigger room than you, marketing board?
Should.
They should?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're looking to bring in a bigger one. And do you think that we have enough bananas here to deal with that?
Yes. Andre, when you ripen bananas, how should I put it? You need different section to do it because you're selling every day. So there comes a time when the banana more or less ready to go out in the field. That's when it's turning, ready to go out in the supermarket. And you cannot continue to gas it them time. You have to more or less release the gas, open the room. What's it going to ripe too quick? And you cannot take other bananas that you want for another 2 days and put in the same room. So you have to have different rooms for different days when you're ripening. You cannot ripe all of them together.
So, okay. Can you, while you're ripening bananas, can you open the door? Or the door has to
No, the door have to remain closed.
Until
you're ready.
How do you know when you're ready? You peep?
No,
you peep in a
and
hole or something?
you know, you set it. You see, you have something they call a dispenser inside of it that gives off ethylene gas, and you know, based on the quantity of gas that you basically put because it's calibrated, you know, in 2 days this section of banana here gonna ripe. You don't have to guess that. That's the science.
That's the science, man. Somebody wants to know how efficient is that unit in terms of cost?
Not very expensive to operate and not very costly to purchase. It's very costly to get here because of transportation. From China, you see.
Yeah, it's coming from all the way there. Yeah.
And it's something almost the size of a house, Andre, or a 40-foot container. And it comes dismantled, so you would have to set it up. Actually, mine is underground.
What is underground?
Underground, the ripening room.
Underground?
Underground. There's car park and stuff above the ripening room and everything else.
No, BJ, come on, don't do that
it's
to me
underground. It's underground, Andre.
Why is it underground?
Because that's where we found the space.
So the next one you get in it, is it going underground?
No, I don't sure if you have the space there to do it. Andre, there is what you call a foliage, and there is space that you could have dug from the front, like a cave. And you go inside there, you get your area, you install your stuff. On the top of that, vehicle park there, people walking past there, nobody knows what's there under there.
BJ is selling guns to the Indians. If I want to hide from the police, I can come and hide underground and eat banana.
and you know there is a lift. You know when you're
like an elevator kind of
elevator,
thing,
yeah,
to take you up.
To take you up, like
So
what they have in them houses.
How low underground are you?
40 feet, 30 feet.
30, 40 feet underground. That's a good distance.
That's very deep.
Yeah, that's a good distance. And you don't have problems with the water and thing?
No, because the top of that, Andre, is very solid. Very solid. Because it's cliff material. And the top of that, you have vehicle parking, people walking. The top of that is sealed also with pavers.
Okay.
So he doesn't know that you are on top of a ripening room or anything like that.
So it's totally sealed off.
Yes.
You heard that, folks? Underground. That's what we have. So next time we put in a real FM, it's underground.
Why not?
Oh, why not, man?
Some people going up and find more space. You can go down and find some space also.
Find space, yeah. Wonderful. That's beautiful to hear. But I like the fact that you can do ripening to any fruit.
Any fruit.
Any fruit whatsoever you can ripen. Have you ever had any requests locally to ripen any fruit?
Not necessarily, but we do our own individual stuff also. Sometimes we get mangoes, Julian stuff, we ripe them inside of there. Andre, you cannot ripe different fruits
at the same time
in the same place.
So you can't do tomatoes
and mangoes. No, one going to affect the other.
Okay.
You have to have more or less fruits that require the same ripening time. Okay. Because remember, the fruits give off gas when it's ripening, and if one wants to ripe before the other, then you can cause problems inside the day. You get a buildup of ethylene gas inside the day. So you don't recommend putting watermelons and things like that close to, areas where you're ripening. You see what happened to us?
Yeah.
Where you're ripening bananas and stuff.
But there's a question here, BJ. Imagine the folks who have loads and loads of mangoes, like mango julies. There are people with a lot of mango julies. So would it make sense for them to come to you and say, BJ, hey, look, I want to ripen my mangoes, so I'm going to pick all of them full and bring it to you and let you. Would it make sense for that person?
Yes, once the space is available. We have 3 sections, and we find it's not enough.
It's not enough. So you probably have to wait until you get a bigger one.
Get a bigger one, or get more ripening rooms. And we definitely bring in another one.
Because I'm looking here at you see, you have a situation where loss in terms of fruits like mangoes, and so people suffer a lot of loss in relation to mangoes. From folks stealing them from the wind and mangoes dropping and so if they can time the mangoes properly and pick them when they're full and ready, and then they can bring them to you, how much would it cost to how would you charge per pound or something?
Something like that. The cost wouldn't be more than Probably $150.
For how many?
Not for
To fully ripening room?
No, the cost for ripening that mango batch of mango would not be beyond $150, $200 maximum.
But how many mangoes would that be?
That would be a few tons of mango, well enough. Maybe a truckload of mango. The room is fairly big.
Okay.
One room is like the size of a Janet house. 20 by by 14 or 20 by 16 or something. Yeah. Yeah. And the problem is space. Had we had enough space, we could have do those things for people. And I'm surprised that we're not doing that at the marketing board and other places, or other people not basically having cold room or ripening room whereby they can ripe things like mangoes. Sometimes you buy mangoes, Andre, or somebody have mangoes in the field, and they ripen so indifferently that it's difficult to seriously make money or anything from it. When you go 20 good today, 15 no, tomorrow, that don't make no sense. You want to pick the whole lot and get them ripe, and you can actually sell them in bulk. Or the people who retail in can have ripe mangoes, not you buy 5 ripe one and 2 green ones and whatever, or you can get them at whatever stage you want to get them. Then you have to control the ripening.
Okay, so you don't have to fully ripe.
No. If you're fully ripe, how long it will last on the shelf? That is only if you're utilizing it now.
So a person can pick their mangoes and get their mangoes in stages.
Yeah.
You can have half ripe and fully ripe.
And fully ripe.
But that makes a lot of sense.
Yes. So then what you sell all the ripe ones tomorrow, the half ripe ones should be ready by the next day, so you have consistency.
And that should do well for our supermarkets here.
For everybody.
Yeah.
For the consumers too.
The consumers too, yeah. When you take a mango, you're going home with a mango that you can use now, or you're going home with a mango that
in
is
2-3 days
in
it's
2-3
okay.
days
It's ready.
you're okay with that, and it's ready. And it's not gonna have any blemishes because you stop the ripening process.
Yes.
Is it gonna have problems?
No.
No problems. We have a caller, BJ. Let's take it. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. BJ, and good morning to Mr. Andre Donald.
Mr. Bridgman, good morning.
Very, very nice information. I feel happy and solid with listening to Mr. BJ there. He's an expert.
So I'm not an expert too?
No. when you pay me, they are giving you. But Mr. BJ is an expert. You feel? What I want to find out, Mr. BJ, how we go through the process, how you go through the process from the handing your bananas and banana day into you, well, you don't go straight to the ripening room, or what? Because if you sell for marketing board or so, you have to bring it down into the place. How you go through that after you cut it bunch from the tree, you hand and pack into boxes, wash them. That's like what boxing plan used to be doing. Is it the same process?
Same process.
But they're using crates, Clifford. They're not using boxes.
Yeah, so you're using a crate.
Yes.
Plastic crates.
So you will weigh your crate to get your average weight or your weight of your bananas.
Well, we have a height, a certain level that we pack all the crates because we stock. We put one crate into on top of another one. So what we would do on days when we are selling bananas, our client will say they want 5 crates, they want 7 crates, they want 10 crates, and we have a scale. So we would weight that. In fact, wherever you're going and deliver, the people normally have scales anyway to confirm that the weight that you are saying is what it is.
Okay.
So what we would do, somebody would ask for 10 crates, and we put up 10 crates. And on an average, a crate might weigh 50-60 pounds, so you know what weight you are talking about.
Let me ask a question here on the crates, BJ, and the weight. Do you weigh the bananas before you put them into the room or after? If I wanted 10 crates, are you giving me the weight of 10 crates of green or 10 crates of ripe?
We don't sell green bananas.
You don't sell green. Okay, good.
You don't sell green bananas at all?
No.
Okay. So you only get the weight from the ripe
Ripe
bananas.
for bananas.
That's a little different to the boxing plant setting. Because in the boxing plant, after you wash the bananas and you pack them into the boxes, you weigh the bananas.
Yes, that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, that a thing like that, BJ, if you get in power, a thing like that could suit Douglaston immensely, because Douglaston was the largest banana producing in Grenada, and they have the space equipped for that. Where the whole place where the fella burned down there. We used to be ripening figs there, but it's just the ordinary way of ripening figs.
Just hang it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you cut them and put them in the boxes open. I think, the normal way. And you have this space. So that could be a good adventure for Grenada.
It
With
is
you
the way to
having
go.
basic idea already, and Douglaston having the amount of land available for putting banana. You could get over 300 acres of banana in Douglaston.
Right now?
Lands.
Oh, lands.
We don't have bananas in Douglaston. No, we don't do anything. But over 300 acres can be planted in banana.
I'm
so
sure.
Here we can find a market.
I'm sure this can happen.
It is right for people like you to get up on it. Wake up on it. There is prosperity. Just we're not handling it properly.
Well, you can do a lot of things with bananas, besides just selling them ripe. You could make essence with bananas. You can do a whole lot of things with bananas.
So
you can use bananas for animal feed. You can do whatever.
So people like you all fellas that have the intelligence, have a little bit of money, can get cracking with those things. I mean, I tell you, when you get through, if you get through, but we could take off the politics in it and come on board, because I'm certain with your experience, if you could get 3 or 4 farmers willing, you can do a lot. Banana is a crop that Grenada love. So a gate is open for you, Mr. BJ.
Well, Mr. Clifford, the thing is that I basically put down what I'm doing, so I can basically help shift the agriculture sector. This is a sacrifice I'm making now. It's nothing to do with politics. Is that my time here is limited, and I want to see certain things happen before I disappear.
I'll
That's
say
what
that
it is.
if we take out the politics in these things, and you could find farmers, not mouthmen, farmers that want to go. A government should be willing. People like you could put a project together, and a government, whether NMP, NDC, even the one that hope to be coming, and sit down sensible. And I think we could make use of a lot of the lands that we have abandoned now. So it is opening invitation for us with the available land. Let us not utilize all our lands in housing and in other things. And remember, agriculture do have a future for Grenada if we could handle it properly. So hats up to you.
Thanks, Cliff.
Thank you.
All right, great. We have bananas. Folks can use bananas just like that. In relation to baking, folks can make banana bread. You just spoke of banana essence. And I'm sure that there are other products that can be
Banana puree for ice cream. A lot of different things.
A lot of different things can be done. So in essence,
Banana smoothies.
Am I correct to say, BJ, that we are not consuming enough in relation to bananas right now?
We are consuming a lot, but not sufficiently.
Not sufficient.
No.
Do you think my friends in the place, the Grenada Food and Nutrition.
You talk about them every day.
Well, yeah, BJ. What do you want me to do? I want them to do well,
I know you want them to do well.
I want them to do well, and BJ, I've been talking about them for a long time.
I know.
I want them to do well. But it's probably time for them to start thinking about different things. Not just with ripe bananas, with green bananas too.
I agree with you every day when you make that point. and the Food and Nutrition Council need to wake up. We definitely need to have different products deriving from our raw material, and they have a role to play. Andre, how many people do you see making banana salad and all of those things? Hardly. But those things taste good if you do them properly.
Yeah. There's so much that you can do.
A lot.
With bananas.
With
And we're just
bananas.
talking bananas here. You know, there's so much that you can do. You have a caller on the WhatsApp. Let's take this one. Good morning. How you doing? WhatsApp caller.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good to hear you all this morning.
Thanks.
Okay, I was also thinking about mass dehydration, a room or something like that.
A room for mass dehydration. That's what you
Yeah,
say?
yeah, like you dehydrate the food.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
But can the machine, can the stuff that you have, can it dehydrate?
No, you don't.
You
You
can't.
can't dehydrate.
Okay.
But you can have. I mean, Andre, with all this solar and stuff that you have now, they have room, and you have also trays and stuff that you can use to dehydrate bananas. Anything. Within a few days, you will take out all the water from it, and ready for
I
packaging
see.
and adding sugar or whatever and selling it. All of this stuff we
Yeah, I
eat is
see- I
dehydrated
see,
stuff, snacks.
So wait, the guy in Africa, he has improved mango production 100%.
Traore.
He
Yes, I know.
Yeah, he's going to deposit a lot in the world, like juice and
Yeah, I noticed myself. I've been following him.
Hold on,
so I was
gentlemen.
just
Here.
saying
Hold,
way behind time.
hold on here. Let us be cognizant of this, that there are a lot of things that are being put forward and saying that it is happening in Burkina Faso by Ibrahim Traore. A lot of these things are not true.
Some of them are propaganda.
Some of them are things that are done by AI. Please understand that. I mean, some of it is true, yes, but a lot of it is not true. And we have to be very, very, very cognizant of that. Okay?
See, I saw a reporter, independent reporter.
Okay.
He went into Burkina Faso.
What's her background?
And he was. Beg your pardon?
What's her background, the reporter?
I'm not sure, but he has a lot of followers. If you could see, he's from England.
Okay. All right. But it's just that we have to be cognizant of that. That a lot of it is AI generated, AI stuff generated. So we have to be cognizant of that.
Okay, I take.
But I love the fact, and I must say this about you. I love the fact that you speak about dehydrating stuff, because I remember about 15 years ago, you had a conversation with me in relation to breadfruit, and you were talking dehydration again. So it means that you are consistent.
Not just consistent,
it's a
Andrew.
good idea. I don't
And
know
not just the idea, I think it's a cheap form of processing food. It's one of the cheapest form of processing food is drying. From ever since. Man put salt and thing on fish and put it out in the sun. Man put things on whatever and just dry it. You take out the water, it lasts forever. It's the water that just cause the oxidation and spoil it.
Yeah, because even the bodies that they put to the coffins these days, and they take out all the water from it, and they pump in the embalming fluid. That's why they're able. They don't have to do something, put them in the refrigerator when they're keeping them by lacquer and things. They just put them on a tray. As long as no water comes in contact with that body, the body can stay there forever and ever.
That's
Amen. Because there's no water.
That's what you do.
The fluid. What the fluid does is it dehydrates it turns the protein into gel, like a gel. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right.
Before you go, how the eggs going, man?
Now we wouldn't have, I wouldn't have extra at Christmas. I going out of that business. That's too fluctuating.
So you're not gonna have eggs for the Christmas?
No, just personal for family.
So am I considered as family?
I doubt we will have for not you are family, but it's just this time is
It's not. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, my brother. Take care of yourself. Okay, great. Yeah. That gentleman not having eggs for the Christmas, that's a problem.
Andre, you see, people are saying that this business is fluctuating.
He
and
just
I'm
said
keep
that.
saying that. Andre, you need to have guaranteed market in order to have consistency. They go hand in hand. And I don't understand why people don't realize that. You cannot farm in a hopeful way. Unless you get hopeful result. And you need to know what it is you're producing if it's going to be sold. And if you don't know that, then don't produce it.
We got a call. Oops. Lost that one. BJ. Again, I do you know how to find this Joshua guy? I need to speak to Joshua.
Joshua said he was going to come here today.
Oh!
Actually called me and said,
Is he
"BJ,
coming?
I don't know. Hopefully, I hope
Oh,
to
we're
see
going
him." I
until
don't
what,
know.
10 o'clock? So we
He
should
said,
know.
"BJ, I was thinking about coming by Andre this morning." And I said, "Well, you're always welcome," and stuff like that. And I know you're looking forward to seeing him. But Andre, this is the problem. People want to set up farming units. For example, poultry. You do so, and you get your layers and you get your pens and everything ready, and you set up your business. How are you going to sell your eggs? You don't really know. Or the price for your eggs keep fluctuating so much that you can't buy feed, even with the money that you make. Then that's a recipe for disaster. This is what gets a lot of people out of business. Look at the huge fall farm we have in Montrose.
That's gone.
Look at it.
It's
Think about
just
the
a shell.
think about the cost for the infrastructure and all of those things. Because we don't get in all of our basics right.
And that has to do with the administration. You have to make the place good for doing business.
Exactly.
We've got a caller. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Vijay, let me expose a little bit of something that I shouldn't expose, but I will do expose it.
So take a jail for yourself.
Huh?
Go in jail for yourself.
I was asked about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, to return to assist the people in Black Bay Estate. The same estate that they fired me from. I was asked. And the fact why I was asked is that they try other persons and they realize they're not getting it right. And I had a planned sit with the estate where I was improving the estate. So I'm saying there are a lot of hidden people there. That is one of the reasons why we have to wake up. Now housing, people are looking for housing areas now than land for development. And if we continue going that way, we are going to fall on a slump. Where are we going to do farming if we don't provide lands for farming now and lands for housing? If we're looking at all the lands that could be used in produce or go into housing, then we're going to take much more to work the other lands because people still ain't going to go up in the mountain. So let us be careful that there is prosperity in agriculture still. Let us, as we're living now, make use of it so that our grandchildren to come wouldn't say that we left the land. We remember when Mr. Gary took the land, it was said land for the landless. Though today we end up with a lot of lands, but it cannot be put under housing. And if you put under housing, you don't have that land for agriculture. So let us think of dividing the lands that we have, utilizing and dividing the lands that we have. Grenada ain't going to have more lands just now. They ain't going to have more. Unless we have to back a lot in the sea to make it land. So you ain't going to have more land more than what is measured as the acreage of Grenada. So please, a word to the wise, let those who in top and top utilize the lands properly. The people that own Black Bay, it is said that, well, I have no real facts on that, but it said that one of the owners said that they see cocoa growing in another country where you could just stand up and pick the cocoa. BJ might have more experience than that. A type of cocoa. What I told them is it might be a variety of cocoa that cannot be grown in Grenada or is not acceptable to our soil. It's not every and any cocoa could do well here. They are selected. The cocoa plants that you get from the cocoa association are selected plants that can grow certain places. When you go to buy your plant, they tell you about ICS, GS29, and whatnot. These are plants that was used and experimented on, and you get better yield in different places. For instance, clonal cocoa wouldn't do well above a certain area of sea level. Seedling cocoa wouldn't do well in the drier areas. So you have to know the clones that you plant. So if this gentleman may see cocoa growing, it doesn't necessarily mean that cocoa is going to grow in our areas. And Mr. BJ will know that. These are different clones, and you have to match clones to clones. So let us be careful and not utilize all our lands, and then we do have lands for agriculture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I like the discussion, BJ. Can you ripen cocoa? You think that can happen?
Yes.
It will still have the same properties?
Andre, all fruit that ripe gives off a gas that hastens the ripening process. If you give the fruit that particular gas, it will ripe. If you take some ethylene liquid, you mix it in water, and you dip your mangoes and your bananas and whatever in it, and you put it in a safe place. Within 24 to 48 hours, this fruit will begin to ripe. I know I have a lot of friends who sell on the roadside. They are hucksters, they are higglers, and they do that process to get the stuff ripe.
Explain that process again. I want to make sure you know what you're talking about. Explain that process.
Andre, I have friends who sell stuff on the side of the road in the trucks and, other spot that they think it's useful for them to ply their trade. And they would call me and they say, BJ, I have some rock fig and I want to get it ripe. And I would say, hang on, brethren. What you done? Say, hang on, BJ, you have some ethylene liquid here. You just get a 5-gallon bucket, you put a few drops or a spoonful less than that, and you put it in the water. It will dissolve. You wipe the plants with it, or you dip it into not the plant, the fruit, into the liquid, and you put it in a box, or you put it in a safe tray or whatever. It will begin to ripen in 24 to 48 hours. It will hasten up the ripening process. That's just the nature of the gas. In our case, we buy the same liquid, but I have something that you call a dispenser. You put the liquid in that, and you will connect that to the electricity. And then what it will do now, it just cause the liquid to evaporate and turn into a gas. And it just spread through the whole room.
Your friend is here, BJ.
That's all.
Yeah, your friend. There's your friend, BJ.
Oh, Doc. Oh, that's not my friend, Andre. That's my mentor.
That's your mentor. Your mentor is there. Good morning, Dr. Antoine. How you doing?
Sorry, good morning.
We have. Okay, I have
Um,
one thing to do.
I've been listening to your conversation this morning, and I think it's very instructive, BJ, what you've been saying. In essence, almost all the fruits we have could be harvested at a
You,
stage.
you have a device that's a little bit too loud.
Yeah,
You have a
that's the crazy
device.
one.
Yeah, the crazy one is a little bit too loud.
I usually I use it while I move around to ensure that I could stay abreast of your discussions. So my
Yeah,
apologies for that.
that's okay.
All I was saying is BJ is making a point that's very valid this morning, i.e., that all the fruits we have and vegetables to some extent, for the most part, can be harvested at a mature or premature stage and stored under such conditions so as to ensure even ripening over a period of time. In fact, similar methods can be used to store fruits for 2 months, up to 5 months in some cases, like oranges, for example. And so we are in a situation where we can, in essence, harvest most, if not all, of our fruits at a certain stage and have them stored under conditions so as to ensure that the fruits are available throughout the year. It's no different from the Americans selling apples to us, or they sell peaches or pears to us. So it's a matter of our people, farmers specifically, being encouraged and supported in the production of the various fruits that we have, and ensuring that facilities are set up like BJ is explaining, so as to ensure we can store the fruits under specific temperature and humidity conditions, so as to ensure the storage quality over a period of time, and at various periods of time, you ensure that you can ripen them if you need to, or if you harvest them ripe, you store them for whatever period of time. But the point is, the post harvesting of our fruits is a genuine thing that we here in Grenada can do, provided we can get better quality fruits in the most instance, a significant quantity of the fruits in almost all cases, so as to ensure that we have those fruits available for the market throughout the year. So yeah, BJ is right on target as regards an example of what we as a people can do post harvest our fruits, so as to ensure our fruits are available for our citizens year round.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at things like here. To get a ripe golden apple, you have to basically, and I'm talking about the big golden apple trees, you have to either wait until it fall or somebody go and pick a two and you get two from it. But what BJ is talking here in terms of the ripening down, someone can honestly get people to pick their green golden apples and add value to it by taking it to BJ and say, hey, ripe these for me. And you've just added a couple of dollars to your pound of green golden apple.
So instead of you having 2 crate ripe golden apple every day for the week, you have 20 crates on one day.
On one day.
In one day.
And you deal with that, and
then
you're
you
gone.
go your way.
And you're gone now to deal with avocado is the next thing. You can half ripe your avocado. And I mean, I'm looking, BJ, I know when you got into the ripening thing, but I never really looked at it in this. I was just thinking you and your banana, they ripe your ripe fig now, man. I was just thinking that let BJ ripe your ripe fig.
It's beyond that.
It's beyond that. It's beyond that. Doc?
Yes, the challenge we have here is like we don't have adventurous people like BJ willing to risk the assets or capital in doing something productive for our agricultural sector. And so BJ in this case is exemplary in terms of leading the way. Because guess what, Andre? What BJ is doing is exactly what Geese used to do for us. The only difference is they to take it away to England.
Yep.
What BJ needs to do now is to acquire 2 Beast boats.
Yeah.
To London,
Yeah.
And in addition to the bananas, you could do the same thing for the plantains. You could do it for the rack pigs, and you could probably even have a situation where you send out the avocados and the sourshops and anything else that we produce that will basically provide a ready market for our farmers. So yeah, I applaud you, BJ, in that respect, and I hope we'll find some additional capital and adventurous people willing to invest some monies in systems like that. Couple that with the fact that in addition to just ripening, you have the potential to do further value adding to any of the stage of the bananas, for example. So you may be using the green bananas for ripening to go straight to the table, but you could also use the green bananas to produce soup, right? You
Yeah.
can also use the green bananas to produce a banana flour, which
Hmm.
some people have been doing and experimenting with over the years. You can also use the same green bananas to do the banana chips, or semi-ripe bananas in this case, to do the banana chips, similar to what for the plantains. So the potentials for various aspects of adding value to that one crop exist. The challenge we have is BJ might not be able to go to the bank and get a loan easily.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
problem. This
that
is the
is the
problem,
problem.
Andre.
That
So,
is the problem.
so, so until we have a situation where our government takes the initiative to ensure that we have a certain amount of capital allocated specifically for developing the manufacturing and agricultural sector and providing soft loans quite readily and easily for people like BJ who already have the experience and knowledge of what can be done and should be done, and make that capital available so he could acquire the essential equipment
But
for.
Dr. Antoine, we've come full circle, and this is a very fair statement for me to make. Hence the reason back in the 70s, Sir Eric Matthew Gary created the Grenada Development Bank.
Okay.
And that is what it was created for, so that farmers and fishermen and children or people who wanted scholarships to go and study and so on could have gotten these services from the Grenada Development Bank. I don't want either of you to comment, but we see what is happening today with the Grenada Development Bank. And if BJ could have gotten $2 million soft money, soft money from the Grenada, not that he doesn't have to pay interest or anything, but if BJ could have gotten $2 million from them, he probably would have had ripening rooms maybe in one or two other locations, and that would have served us very well. Employment, farmers wanting to produce more bananas. BJ could have been, as you said, Doc, acquired two geese boat and he going up to St. Kitts and sell bananas.
Andre, think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You still um, have it a bit loose
Okay.
when you speak about the development bank. That seems to be contaminated already.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that it cannot change and we cannot do the necessary things to get the agriculture sector moving. However, specifically, we need an agriculture bank in Grenada, for those things you and Doc are talking about, the agriculture bank, a bank that deals specifically with agriculture. And the government need to find some money and put in that. Just find money to fly all kind of drone in the sky and make foolishness about the place. They can find 20, 30, 40 million to put into that bank. And Andre, generally people who tend to give you money, donors and stuff like that, that's the area they tend to want to put the money into a sector where the money can be properly spent. Let me give you an example. The World Bank just give us quite a bit of millions of dollars to be bringing what? Sheep and goat
Goat and
and
pig.
pig and whatever.
Yeah.
Are we bringing coconut too, Are we bringing pineapple plants too,
But where the coconuts?
All dead, Andre.
And where the
All
pineapple?
died.
What happened to the pineapple
They give
plants?
everybody 2-3 little bags around the place.
Yeah.
And then they play the little politics with that. And they hope they're going to move the agriculture sector by making those foolishness. Andre, I wonder what happened to those people and them. I wonder what happened to us as a people. We need to do this thing in a scientific way, in a plan way, and Doc always speaking about that. Andre, without a plan, you just whoop in. Hopefully you connect, and sometimes you're out. But most of the time you're out, because you don't have proper batsmanship, and that's what we're lacking in Grenada here, Angie.
Yeah.
We're lacking the technical aspect of the thing in order to get it off the ground and moving in such a way that you have consolidation after you move. When you move, what you left behind, you don't have to worry about it because that is functional. How many where we bang these days, Angie? Man, I go dip the hand in it and take money and make foolishness. While farmers outside there seriously need those same money to basically move the agriculture sector, to grow your economy, and one man getting 2-3 million to go and buy a house or whatever, which he don't really deserve. You understand what I'm saying? The point I'm making, Andre, is how we're spending our money. In the planning process, there is something they call prioritizing. If you don't get those things right, whatever you do after that, you're wrong, because you never prioritize in the first case. So whatever you're doing is it may be good, but it's not the right thing to do at that point in time. And this is the problem we have. Maybe Doc can expand on that.
He's taking a little. I thought you were running away on us.
No, my battery is running low, so let me just connect my system. So please, sir.
Yeah. Handle your business still. But BJ, coupled with that, I also say that while the money aspect is supposed to get in order, meaning monies are supposed to be there so that farmers can take loans to do different things.
Yes.
But the infrastructure as it relates to going back to Joshua, because I want Joshua to come here, because Joshua came here and tell me that Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell working on this thing. So I want to know where he got to, or if you don't know where not marketing board, but Caribbean Agro is again. We need to do some solve this problem with Caribbean Agro when a bag of feed leaves Grenada and goes to St. Lucia. And when it is sold in St. Lucia, the price in St. Lucia is higher than the price is lower than the price here. And the feed make just in Tempe there.
Something
wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
You understand? And this has to be solved. This must be solved. And I want Joshua to come back here. Joshua, come back here. We have a chair for you. Come and sit and talk to us and tell us, because you were the one who said instantly, Andre, I finally have someone who is going to work in it. The Prime Minister has spoken to him, and the Prime Minister is going to do this and do that and do the other. Joshua, where are you? Come and talk to us. Yes, Doc.
Andre, the first time I met Minister Telesford, I think by the gas station in Tivoli. I was taking some gas there, and he came.
You're taking gas?
I'm paying for it, Andre.
Okay.
And him say, I am Telesford, whatever. Philip Telesford or whatever. And I thought he was a really nice one. He said, I'm the person who set up the farm in Montrose, and held up because of X, Y, and Z. And then, they started it. He had some issue. They closed. And then in recent time, they would have started it again. And the other young lady here used to come on the radio program here and really try to, push the marketing aspect of things and promote. She tried. And Andre, for one reason or another, he fall apart again. And I'm saying to myself, how the minister could be, there as a cabinet member and cannot see that the cost for feed in Grenada is too expensive. How are you going to survive with the cost for feed being more expensive in Grenada than in countries outside of Grenada, and the manufacturing the feed in Grenada? I don't understand the logics in that.
I can't understand that.
I heard the Prime Minister said, Andre, that he's very happy that the farm in Montrose, started off again and X, Y, and Z. And what he's going to do is to ensure that the hospital and the prison and other places, government institutions, would have basically purchased, meat from the farm in Montrose. And I thought that was really, really good. And a few months after that, Andre, the thing fall apart again. And you hear they're trying to encourage people to come in now to basically take up that farm. But the people are going to have that same problem again because the cost for feed is too high.
On that note, we're going to take our news. Doc, stay with us. Don't go away, because when we come back, we have more questions for you. This is real. This is 91.9, 91.5 www.therealfmgrenada.com. Broadcasting from studios located Main Street Soteres, right here in beautiful historical St. Patrick. News, that's next.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. The Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association is celebrating a sizzling success as the GHTA National Culinary Team secured silver in the National Team of the Year category at the prestigious Taste of the Caribbean 2025 competition held in Barbados. This achievement marks a proud moment for Grenada, reinforcing its reputation as a rising culinary powerhouse in the Caribbean. In the region in Jamaica, it may take Jamaica Public Service about 6 months to fully restore power to every community following disruption due to Hurricane Melissa. That indication came from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness while at a press briefing yesterday. Dr. Holness pointed out that there is a possibility that the time frame could be shorter if the JPS gets the necessary resources. This includes getting about 900 linemen to help with restoration efforts. About 600 linemen are already in Jamaica, but some are set to leave soon.
Currently, JPS has 600 linesmen and with their equipment in the island. Some of those linesmen will leave shortly. On the general trajectory, it could be as long as 6 months before electricity is returned to every community in Jamaica. Thankfully, we are at 70% now. By the 15th of December, we may very well be at, maybe 75% or more. But that last mile in the particularly devastated area, that is going to take a lot of time. So there are two things that you trade off. It's time and resources. So if you use less resources, it takes a longer time. If you use more resources, it may take a shorter time. So we are working with JPS to bring in more resources so that it takes a shorter time.
Dr. Holness said the government is working with the JPS to bring in an additional 300 linemen.
So they want to have 900 linesmen, which would mean bringing in an additional 300 linesmen. And so the government is working with them to see that we can get this done so that we can get electricity back much faster than is projected. And if we get electricity back quicker, then water comes back quicker, communities start to normalize, we are in a better position. So I want to just update the nation on that we are seeking to move very quickly to restore your electricity. We are at 70% now. By December 15th, we could very well be at 75%, and we are working as quickly as possible to get to full restoration.
And in sports and football, Liverpool's controversial disallowed goal at Manchester City was correctly not overturned by a video assistant review, an expert panel ruled. However, the Premier League's key match incidents panel, which reviews the big refereeing decisions each week, was split on the decision. The 5-person panel voted 3-2 that the on-field decision to disallow the goal was incorrect, but also found that VAR was correct not to intervene. Liverpool's captain Virgil van Dijk thought he had equalized for Liverpool in the 38th minute of the match at Etihad Stadium earlier this month. City went on to win 3-0. This ends the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter, Kira Gunpot. Thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting, fighting every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every.
It is Realist 91. Andrew, Donald, Bertrand, John, and Dr. Francis N. Twine. Doc, you there with us? Doc, before I get into anything... Oops. Sorry. Yeah, before I get into anything from you, someone sent me a message. The name, of course, I will not mention. And I'm happy that person is listening. I know they listen all the time, but I'm happy that person is listening. And respect the point they made. And I want to read it. And Doc, I'd want you to comment on it. And the person said, Andre, I'm listening to your program and sad to see how it is politicized. The GDB agricultural issue is not an NDC, but you're making it sound that way. Let's be honest. How come the NNP did not solve these issues? Even the feed prices, you guys know better. Be honest with the people. Do you understand that? Yes. I have my thing to say on it, but I give you the first go.
The truth is, many issues we discuss here, for the most part, are non-partisanal, non-political, non-governmental. They are issues of national interest to everyone, be it NDC supporters, NNP supporters, or any other supporters or non-supporters, but people who are apolitical as well. The honest truth is that there are certain institutions there designed to serve the national interest. And one of those institutions is and has been the GDB. The question you are and we are raising is the question of whether or not it's been serving its purpose. Put it differently, is the GDB serving the mission it was commissioned at its origin, or a startup? No different from the mission that was given to the MNIB Those missions are of national interest. They have nothing to do with partisanal politics or governmental politics. The question is, they are there to serve the national interest. So when the question is raised, probably the commenter has a point about the sounding of the problem as if it's only a problem occurring under the NDC, and that it may have been a problem that was also under the NMP. But that's not the issue. The issue is not whether or not it is the party in power or the government that's in power that's responsible for the problem. The question is whether or not the institution or institutions are serving the mission which they've been commissioned to fulfill. And it seems to me too many of the institutions we have here are not doing that. I know, for example, the credit unions, for the most part, do a much better job than many of the commercial banks we have here in terms of making loans readily available for agricultural farmers specifically. But are we getting that same quality service from the GDB, whose mission was to ensure that, like you said, farmers can get soft loans to accomplish the task of farming, or could people involved in animal husbandry get the loans necessary to set up the animal farms, or does the GDB provide the loans necessary to ensure that people in the manufacturing sector get the quality loans they need on a timely basis to ensure that the projects can get off the ground? And I know of a specific case where, they literally suffocated an enterprise that was involved in trying to dry fruits. So my point is, the issue is not whether it is politics or partisanal or governmental. The issue is the institution has not been fulfilling its commissioned mission, and therefore it's subject to be questioned. And we are appealing, we've been doing that for the longest while, we are appealing to those institutions to serve the interests of the people for whom they've been commissioned.
Okay, BJ?
That's my response to that comment.
Thanks, BJ.
Andre, I made that point years and years ago. When we come to hold this agriculture program, we don't have a topic. The people outside there are the one who basically come up with what it is we need to talk about. We never meant to talk about GDP this morning.
No.
We never meant to talk about animal feed this morning.
Nope.
However, they came up. And I'm saying that if you find it's sounding political, you outside there as listeners, if you find it sounding political, because politics actually creep into these institutions and make them very political. So when you're speaking about them, it's difficult to speak, and somebody don't get mashed. As far as I
Stepped on.
well, I use the word
Stepped on.
Stepped on. Mash of the toe, Andre. The point I'm making is, when you would take millions and give ministers, and you have farmers outside there who basically applying to get, and fisher folks who applying to get those same money to ply the trade and to create investments and opportunities. What do you expect people to speak about? It wouldn't sound political to you. This bank is already contaminated, and I'm not speaking about it again. You see a switch from GDB and talking about an agriculture bank, because I know that thing is contaminated already. If you're breaking the very said rule that supposed to guide the bank for your own personal interest, why should I be talking about you and you like a bang around thing wrong the corner? We want new things. As far as I'm concerned, Andre, politicians cannot be doing those wrong things in our country, these absurd things with our institution, and don't expect to be spoken about, whether it be NNP, whether it be NDC, whether it be, how they call the new one again, I don't get the name yet, it's not registered, DPM. Yeah. And
David political movement.
And as far as I'm concerned, Andre, if you are speaking about the cost of feed, now it was expensive. Now it is expensive. Now it was expensive back then. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're speaking about the GDB, the Development Bank, as not now, this bank was created, and it was created according to Mr. Pierre. in the 70s. Yeah, in such a way whereby you can basically find easy money to help develop your not just the agriculture sector, but to help students to to basically move your economy. And what it is happening, people going to buy a boat engine, they telling the loan approved, and when they find out you is in this NNP, they don't giving you again. Somebody wants some money to do this because they find out you is NDC, you don't get in it again. Well, those things are too politicized. What you expect us to talk about? We need to fix those, and the politicians need to fix it and fix it good. Fix it so it can work in the interest of the people, according to what Dr. Antoine just said. Fix it in such a way we can solve the people and solve them properly. And all you can take all your nasty political hands off of those things and them. It will solve the country better,
Right. So here's my bit.
Let me just add one point here.
Sure, go ahead, Doc.
I think our discussion should serve to instigate and initiate, from the government's perspective, a revamping and reviewing of the leadership of those institutions so as to ensure that they are reminded of the mission being to serve the interests of the people. And I think that's one of the problems we're facing, where leadership tends to be a major problem with those institutions, to the point where they lose sight of the mission. Sorry, go ahead. Make your point. My apologies.
My thing, no problem, Doc. My thing is to speak a little bit on the. You guys spoke to GDB. I will speak to Caribbean Agro and the feed. Now, the deal or the arrangement or the contract or the whatever you want to call it that was set with Caribbean Agro, that was done during the revolution. It was Bernard and people like Nazim who came up with that whole thing. That today is a milestone around our necks. So from the onset, it is political. The revolution that caused us to be in the position where we are right now as it relates to Caribbean Agro. When I spoke this morning, and this is to my friend who sent me the message, when I spoke this morning and I spoke of Joshua, Joshua came here after the last elections, and Joshua said that he did not have the support that he wanted to have from the previous administration, meaning the NNP. And Joshua said that. And he said that now he is seeing progress with the National Democratic Congress, led by Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell. That's what Joshua said. And he said, soon time, we will be seeing the effects of, we will be seeing better from the Caribbean agro industries. All right? Now, Joshua has not, and I'll give you an idea, Joshua has not been to this station for more than 2.5 years. So that is to tell you how soon he said that, yeah? For more than 2.5 years, Joshua has not been here. Don't know why he ain't coming. He goes to Mr. Pay and on Galaxy Radio. He goes there all the time. So I may have to shift the program to suit him. But I want Joshua to come because I need for him to do so and give us an update, my friend. I need Joshua to give us an update on what is happening. Finally, though, on that, within a matter of weeks of the National Democratic Congress coming into office, when Philip Alexander was my friend, no longer my friend, he doesn't answer my call and anything these days. When Doc knew him, Doc, you know Philip Alexander, right?
Very well. He's my friend also.
Right. Okay, good. When Philip Alexander was my friend, I used Philip to get the number for the Minister for Agriculture. At that time, the Minister for Agriculture was Mr. Adrian Thomas. He's now the Minister for Culture. They take out the agri for him and they leave him with the culture. So he's now the Minister for Culture. I spoke to him and I explained to him what we do on the program. And I said, hey, it's open for the Ministry for Agriculture. The only person I remember that we would have had ever since the Congress is in office would be the guy with the coconut. What's his name? From Victoria.
Try.
Troy. Troy is the only person. Well, no, was there somebody else? I think there would have been somebody else. I think there was a second person. But those are the only two that we ever got in what? In 3 years? And we keep saying, you're invited, you're invited. All you need to do is to pick up the phone. Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, for more than 10 years, I've been asking you to send us an ad. We'll put it on for you free. You ain't doing it. What do you want me to do? Tell me what all you want me to do.
Well, you know, one of the missions you have here, or we have here, is helping to lobby our governance and policymakers and political officers to act on behalf of our farming community. And so what we want you to do, and you want us to do, is to ensure that our cry for a better financial institution serving the interests of our farmers be established or re-established or revamped. We also are appealing for the Agricultural College in Maribor be reorganized so that you can solve the problem of researching to ensure we have alternative animal feed separate and apart from what we currently have available. And in so doing, you set up competition in the first instance. You also make better use of a lot of the waste material that could be used for feeding animals. And thirdly, you're creating a pool of investigative personnel who can do further research in other areas. So this discussion, in essence, Andre, BJ, should serve as a clarion call to our policymakers and administrators for the need to reestablish and revamp and infuse life into the Agricultural College in Maribor, and at the same time to shake up the financial institutions that have been commissioned to serve the interests of our working people and have been failing us. And this is the purpose of our discussion. It's of a national interest. It's non-partisanal. It has nothing to do with party politics. And if our people get to understand that, then they'll have a better appreciation for the suggestions, the points, the appeals we make on behalf of our farmers.
We've got a caller online. Good morning, caller. How are you doing?
Yes, good morning, Doc.
Good morning. Talk to us, and just lift the voice, please.
Yes, your station has some problem with the reception there.
Reception where?
Well, I'm hearing you in and out, going and coming.
Where are you? Where do you live?
I live in St. David.
And what frequency are you listening?
That's on the YouTube.
You're listening on the YouTube, and it's going and coming?
Yeah.
I have not had anybody else report that. I will have somebody check it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Now, good morning to your guest there. I'll tell you something. I listen to your chat.
Can you just lift the voice so that they can hear better?
Yeah. I'm listening to your chat there, and you're all saying all of the right thing, you know. But the problem there is the focus is not on the farmers. The focus is not even on the citizens. If you recognize what happened in recent times, a group of people went into office and they increased their salary. Yeah? And cost of living continued to rise. So we could talk as much as we want. The focus is not on the development of the citizens. If you set the economy based on people's development, all these things is not going to happen. We need a new financial reset, a new world economic reset. We continue to do things as usual when costs continue to rise. So that's the reason why you see it gravitating to the social program, which is widening to take away all the revenue that we obtain. We want to buy books, shoes, laptop, computers, ribbons, every single thing for the citizen. What is the role of the fathers and mothers there? Because the economy is not doing that. So we have to focus on the economy as it relates to people's development, where you can put people to job, where commerce can be very active. But our leaders are not focusing on that. All they focus on is on the system, themselves. They use us as slaves, our properties as the estate to bring in the revenue, pay their salaries and whatever else, and that's it. That's why we have this problem, because people are not developing. So we're going to continue to get worse.
And so here is where we as the citizens.
Hold on, Doc.
No,
Yes,
okay.
Go ahead, Mr.
On people's development to change status quo. We still continue to pay people $700, $800, $900, $1,000 for degrees. Where are we going with this? A parcel of land today will cost you somewhere between $150 $200 just for a quarter of an acre based on where you purchase it. Could young people attain those things with a salary with the current salary and a continued high cost of living? No. So we need a new reset based on people's economic development. That is how we're going to transform. Other than that, we wasted time. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Doc, you're saying something on that?
Yeah, I think the caller is probably appealing to our citizenry to hold our policymakers and political leaders, be it of whichever party, accountable to our people. And I think that's a valid point, and I'm sure that's what we've been trying to do over the years, getting our policymakers to be accountable to our people for what they do. And so if we no longer have the MNIB serving the interests of the mass of our farmers, then that's a factor that needs to be dealt with urgently on behalf of our farmers. Because remember, every farmer in Grenada represents at least one family, right? And so the accountability factor is something that's lacking. And even though we've been appealing and preaching and praying and begging for a national agricultural college, a national agricultural financial institution, or making the financial institutions more accessible to our investors, even though we've been appealing for those things, the call seems to be falling on deaf ears over the years. And so I think the caller is dead on when it comes to saying that, yes, we need to, in essence, hold our political leaders and policymakers accountable for their not serving the interests of our people. And I think that's a fair commentary from the caller.
Andre, if we I'm just using a reference here. The great and mighty America and the great and mighty Russians, they would have said, you know something, we're not going to do any trial with nuclear weapon. And they signed that treaty a little while ago, a lot of years now. In recent time, the great Russia say, you know something, the time we're living in now, we can't bother with that treaty. And I'm going to try out with things and see how much people we can kill. America say, you know something, I'm gonna try out the thing over, so let's try something back. So them break the treaty and everybody doing they do now. Andre, what is a little agreement that we signed with somebody a few years ago, with regard to the price for animal feed that we can break? Man, I break nuclear treaty over and we sit down in Grenada and put me under with tree and cry for some animal feed. What one company is saying they are monopoly over. Is there something wrong with us as a people? Andre, we sick. Are you saying that a company can enslave you in your own country? That is what is happening here now.
But
and we sitting here with Rihanna with Chin as big grown-up university graduates, want to be leader of people, want to be the leader of country, and we can't fix that. Brethren, we'll all go and sleep.
Well, that's where the governments have authority to review policies and agreements and treaties that were made previously. And so, yes, BJ, you're right, dead on, there is no reason why we cannot review the agreement that was made X number of years ago and revamp it to serve the national interests moving forward.
Of course.
Yeah, but here's an additional point, American organizations and companies are not allowed by law to be monopolies. And the laws that apply to them in North America applies to them worldwide. So if you take a bribe somewhere outside of America, you're still accountable to the American government for taking bribes. So too, if you're a monopoly outside of the Americas or the American society, US society, you're accountable for being a monopoly. And why do we allow a monopoly to operate in Grenada where they cannot be won in their homeland? And that's another question that probably needs to be addressed by our people. I'm sorry, we're having rain in my background here, so
No, we're hearing you. We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
But that's the question. Those are two things that need to be reviewed: the monopoly status of the feed manufacturer and the pricing agreement or whatever agreement was made by prior governments. Because at the end of the day, what's important is ensuring that we have a product or feed that our farmers can buy to ensure that we produce enough animals and milk to feed our people. How are we going to achieve food sovereignty and food security if we don't have control over the production of our animal feed?
We have had two different administrations in office over Real FM is celebrating 21 years tomorrow. And that in that 21 years we have only seen
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. We have only seen two different administrations, i.e. NDC, i.e. NNP. Yeah? We've seen NNP for most of the period, but definitely NDC had their time in office. Now, I say this. For over the 21 years, as a matter of fact, for as long as this program has been, I have been speaking to the price of animal feed in Grenada because I think it is not fair to us that we produce eggs here, and because of the cost of the feed, eggs imported from Timbuktu will be cheaper or will be less expensive. Cheap thing no good. It will be less expensive. And I have been speaking about that. I've spoken to Peter David when he was Minister of Agriculture for that. I've spoken to Roland Bowler when he was Minister of Agriculture. I'm not too sure if I spoke to Ms. Yolande Bain in her. She was agricultural minister at one time, right, BJ?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not too sure I spoke to her about that. But I spoke to all the NNP agricultural ministers about that. And something else that I'm very passionate about, and Roland Bowler will tell you that, has to do with the nutmeg ordinance. Because I see that as pure garbage that has to go. So when I speak to those things, I'm not speaking to a particular administration and trying to say, hey, well, you need to fix this. No, it has to be fixed. According to my grandmother, we have to range it.
Whoever they
range it.
Fix it.
You understand? Because if you don't range it, we in problems. We continue to be in problems. You know, rabbit meat is so very high in protein, but high in price because of the feed. The cost of the feed. Come on.
Andre, 20 years ago, my business partner, who is an economist, agricultural economist, we were talking, and he said, BJ, Grenada is making a fundamental mistake. They should not get involved in poultry production. And I couldn't see what the man was talking about, And Jerry spoke with us, our doubting. I said, man, this can grow the economy and this can. I said, BJ, you're delusional. The price for feed,
too expensive.
We wouldn't be able to compete.
Yep.
And then 20 years later, I basically had to bite my tongue, and tell him, man, he knew what he was saying,
Yeah. And it does not have anything to do with the National Democratic Congress. It has to do with Joshua, because Joshua said right here, right in the studio here, that Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell will fix this thing. That was 2.5 years ago, Joshua. I'm still waiting on you. I'm still waiting on you. You need to give me an update, yes?
Again, I want to emphasize and say, and I hope this does reach the ears of the the relevant personnel. The issue of the price of our feed should initiate the need for research for alternative feed production here within our society. And that can be initiated if we have a serious agricultural research institute. And again, the fact that we do not have that infrastructure after 51 years of being quote unquote independent says something about where we're going in terms of our national development. How can we develop and attain sovereignty and national food security? And we do not have an institution whose task and mission is to ensure they do the essential research to provide the knowledge, skills, and know-how as to how we're going to achieve food security and food sovereignty.
We've got a call online. Good morning. Hello. WhatsApp caller?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Si- Simple. The problem is, as you're speaking, you don't know why the price of the feed so high. It's because they like to depend. It's slavery mentality again. You selling the product from Grenada to St. Lucia at a cheaper rate, but in Grenada you have to pay more. Just think about it. They like to depend. Everything is depend, and importing. What's wrong with our leaders?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Andrew,
23 minutes before 10 o'clock. Yeah, BJ?
The quickest way to mash up your agriculture sector is to have politics creeping into it. That is the quickest way to mash it up. And as far as I'm concerned, when we on this radio station here, we don't watch face. If NNP would have done thing for praises, they would have, we would have given them that. And if NDC would have done the same thing, we would have given them the praises also. And we're not speaking about the feed issues as a political matter. This is a matter of national interest, and we need to solve that as quick as possible. And we need to solve that in order for the poultry sector and the ruminant sector, small ruminant and stuff, to move. And I would like to chime with Doc here.
Caller, hold on.
Andrew, you cannot have serious and true development without research. Otherwise, you're following. And if you're following, you can't say trend. You're just picking up scrums. And that's what's happening to us. We're behind. We're picking up what people left.
What's up? Good morning.
Morning again.
Mm-hmm.
You hearing me?
Yeah.
You hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what I was saying is we're not planning properly, because if the government have something planned out, they would say that we need so much and so much biochemists and so on.
Yes.
So we ask China for scholarships along that line. But all we're doing is doctors and so on. They're not, and lawyers, doctors and lawyers in Grenada. We're not planning. You need biochemists, you need proper research areas. I'm sure they say Munga and so on is so good. They could formulate a feed in Grenada that would be able to substitute for this feed that they have to import. It's just protein, it's just the vitamins and so on that you need to add to additives you need to add to the feed. So this is what I'm saying. And if you look at Caribbean agro, as I'm telling you, they have massive farms in Australia that could produce eggs and chicken to send to Grenada cheaper than what we produce in here. They could strangle you with the feed price. Thank you.
Thanks.
Andre, actually, Caribbean Agro is telling Grenadians in no uncertain terms that don't grow chicken, But we're not listening. And if we want to do it, it means that we have to break away from Caribbean Agro. You'd have no two ways about it, because they're telling you don't do it. They tell you don't do it by what it's charging you for the price for feed. That's the message.
According to you, it look like if the manager, the person who control Caribbean Agro must have full farm
They
outside.
have links, Andre, or they have people who outside there who lobbying and say, hang on, don't bother with Grenada, let they import chicken as always. Or make it in such a way. Andre, if you control economic power, you control political power, you know.
True that.
Let me make one addition here. I have learned recently that a lot of the policies or governments here in the Caribbean specifically, and maybe other parts of the world, a lot of the policies they implement are not necessarily their policies formulated by their people. I have learned recently that the EU and the OECD have rules and regulations that dictate to our governments that, one, for example, foreign investors should not be taxed. I wasn't aware of that until a few weeks ago. Shockingly, two, the policies of those people, generally, EU and OECD and US, are designed to ensure that as a people, we live and continue to live in poverty. And those are quote unquote policy issues in their interest, against our own interests. And stupidly, we just go along with it without challenging it. And the few political leaders who have been brave over the years to challenge those policies, you know how they met their fate, right? But the point I'm making is, as a people, we have to now realize that, one, we are independent and therefore we are free to make the choices that serve the interests of our people. And if you as a political leader cannot do that, or a policymaker cannot do that, then you should step out of the way. Two, those political leaders and policymakers need to be accountable on a consistent and regular basis to the people who have hired them to do the work. And that's not in play. In other words, the whole process of democracy is a mockery. And three, yes, it's a mockery. And three, you cannot tell me that you're 51 years into independence when you have control of your own social, economic, and foreign policies, and you cannot enforce and institute policies that serve the interests of your people. And last point I want to make, if our political leaders are people who have degrees from the various institutions, university institutions, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, PhDs, then what were they trained to do? They were trained to solve problems. I hope they understood that, but they're not doing that. In fact, I remember hearing a speech some years ago by a former top member of UE in one of his anniversary speeches who said the UE graduates have not helped solve the problems of the Caribbean.
That is true.
And that continues to be. So my question is, why are they coming from UE and they're sitting in an office and they're not solving the problems that we face? The time is right for you and I and everybody, every citizen within Grenada and the Caribbean, to demand better from the people who have benefited from the taxpayers' monies used to educate them.
40 Go ahead.
And so we will continue to demand better from our policymakers, better from our political leaders, be it NMP, NDC, whatever, or P. Or the point is, we have to advocate on behalf of the interests of our people week after week after week until our policymakers and political leaders become accountable to our people and answer and respond to the needs of our people.
I say it this way. Caribbean Agro is just about 7-8 years from attaining 50 years in Grenada. About 7 or 8 years for attaining 50 years in Grenada. The reason why they received tax and exemption to begin with was to ensure that they would have maximized profits and deal with the loan that they took to invest in Caribbean Agro. They are 6, 7, 8 years away from attaining 50. So you're telling me that as they approach 50, they are still enjoying the same duty-free concessions that Bonnet Code give them?
So what our political leaders are doing?
So what are our leaders doing?
Andre, if you
Joshua!
if you educate your people a certain way, you do basically don't have to bother about controlling them. You already control them. The man them educate us in a particular way. They basically controlling us. With how we function, how we behave, how we treat the people, all of those kind of things. They control we mind, Andre. They make us see money before everything else. They make us see water and property as though we just obsessed by it every single day we get up. And that's all we think about. Why you think them politicians try to fool their pockets so quick? That's what they obsess about, Angie. Not development, not genuinely, moving the people out of poverty. They don't care about those things. They make it happy as though they care about that, but the actions are completely different. What is man and them doing is not in a tangible way to move the country forward. They don't care about those kind of things. This man and them just care about food in the pocket, fooling people, forming something what you call a kleptocracy. It's like a group of them come together and all they seems to be able to do is to rob the country. You get into power, Angie, you get into office, and the first thing you can do before you even take a breather is to increase your salary. What that tells me, that's your agenda, that's your objective. Money. So you can take bribe anytime. In the first case, you didn't have enough, or what you have wasn't enough. So you go there, and your agenda is to get as much as possible. That's the same people who come out to university, Andre. They never have a change of attitude. In fact, they have a change of attitude, but what it is to fill your pocket.
Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Broadcasting from studios located Main Street Soteres inside a beautiful historical St. Patrick.
Somebody just said, Andre, somebody just said a while ago, BJ don't get tie up. Grenada is not a sovereign place. And it's sad that, somebody have to tell me that Grenada is not a sovereign. I thought we had a sovereign country.
No, there are only a few sovereign countries in the world.
Yeah, that's what the person said.
There are only a few sovereign countries.
Yeah.
The United States, Russia, China, maybe France, England. See. Them sovereign countries.
Otherwise, or else you're taking directives.
Yeah, otherwise you're taking directive.
So you understand now why history needs to be taught in a school by people who know and understand our history, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's precisely because most of our people do not understand our history, we do not know our history, and because our political leaders are not aware of the history of our societies, they continue to walk in lockstep with the colonial policies that they inherited. Even though the colonialists have said, no, you're independent, walk by yourself. And remember when they sent us, when they gave us independence, they made no effort to develop the islands, They made no effort to ensure that factories were built and unemployment was eliminated or illiteracy was eliminated, They just made sure that once they let us free, we no longer represented a financial burden to them, but we continue to be a supplier of raw materials, and as the economists will say, we continue to be an extractive economy whereby they can benefit every week after week after week from our resources. And we've seen it, and we continue to see it on a daily basis. We continue to export our nutmegs in the raw state. We continue to export our cocoa in the raw state. We have to buy them the flour and the rice and the sugar, even though we can replace those things with the locally produced plantains and bananas and blogo and dashin and yam,
And honey.
And why are we not doing that? Because we do not have the necessary research institute that can serve to develop alternative products to ensure that ultimately we become a sovereign and sovereign state, so as to ensure we have sovereign food security. Yes,
no, go ahead. Finish your statement.
And so it's incumbent that you and I need to continue to appeal to our policymakers and political leaders, and to educate our people so that they too can begin to demand from our policymakers and political leaders better policies that serve the interests of our people. And maybe you and I need to say, okay, look, let's put together a one-sheet document and submit it to the government and say, this is what the people would like for the farmers, this is what we like for the schools, this is what we like for the agricultural college in Maribor, etc., etc., and insist that they do something to make a difference for Grenada's long-term social and economic development.
Ricardo put up something, and I thought I'd share it with you, Doctor. He says, UE, CXC, all of them are waste. The only thing they produce are lawyers to hold people in their throat and take their money. And I could not agree more, because honestly, when you look in the country and you ask, where are our qualified people? And who you find in lawyers, and where they study at the University of the West Indies. BJ did not study at UE. That is why he came back in. Doc, if you look, we do not have people who studied at the University of the West Indies. UE has failed us. They produce lawyers to take the little money that poor people have in this country still. That is what happening.
Andre, you have to get accredited from other universities,
Sure.
Abroad, and it depends on what they say. It represents the strength of your degree, As far as the concern, Andre, long time that born them country we heard. Since the boy decide to free us up and say, hang on, you're free to come out in the field. The mind start off on we heard,
Yeah.
They start off on we heard long time before,
Doc, you lucky that you
no,
had people in another place where you went study.
No.
Well,
that's not in the right place.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would have emphasized 2 points here. One, when I went to study, one of the points they made very early up front was, you guys are sent here to be trained to go back and solve problems in your countries.
Of course.
Right. And so here we are, but the issue we're having now is one where the political leaders seem their mission is to aggrandize themselves at the expense of our ordinary people. And people are not aware of the fact that the average Grenadian citizen pays up to about 28 to 33% of their gross annual income as taxes, And these are the same taxes that are used to pay the salaries and build the roads and to subsidize the foreign organizations that come under the disguise of wanting to invest in Grenada. Meanwhile, we don't invest those monies in the agricultural college in Maribor. We do not invest it in better quality education for our students at the primary, secondary, and tertiary levels. And as Mia Motley said, the education we have here is not fit for purpose. And she means the whole educational system in the Caribbean is not.
It has to be scrapped.
Precisely. And so instead of building on the quality education we used to have, we have thrown it out. We've thrown out the baby with the bathwater, and we start doing something that used to be extracurricular activities for exams. There was no way when I was in school I was doing PE for exams. I was doing PE for physical education to go exercise and stretch the legs and get some fresh air, or we do after school as an extracurricular activity. Now you're doing PE as a subject. How could that be? And then you come and tell me that the quality education is better. Somebody has 11 subjects, Andre, and she goes for an interview, and the interviewer says, okay, we have 3 shifts here. One begins from 7 to 4 in the afternoon. The other one begins from 4 or 3, whatever, to 10, 11 in the evening. And the other one begins from 10, 11 to 7, 8 in the morning. So are you flexible? Andre, here's the shocker. The student said, yes, I can stand on my head, I can stretch, I could do squats.
No, man. No. Doc, don't tell me that happened by you. Don't tell me that happened by you.
Andre, I just said to you, the quality of the education that we have in the Caribbean, especially CXC thing, is BS. It does not serve the interests of our people. And the man who created the content of those curricula is a man who was supposed to be dealing with the issue of illiteracy in Grenada. Could you imagine that, Andre? So the point is, long and short, the quality of our education system needs to be scrapped and revamped and rebuilt. We used to have people coming from Dominica and St. Lucia and Trinidad to study in Grenada.
Yeah.
Now Grenadians are not even wanting to study in Grenada. Why? So you see,
I can tell you why.
Andre.
I can tell you why. If you
Well,
want. If you
go
ask,
ahead.
me,
Yeah.
I'll tell you why we have to start the wrap up now.
Because they
All
wouldn't
right.
be recognized, Doc.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
They will not be recognized.
If they study in Grenada.
Oh boy. Yeah,
That's how
well,
we see ourselves
That's how
now.
it is.
If foreign minded, you have to come out
We have
of
a
our.
caller. Let's give that caller 30 seconds. Morning. 30 seconds is all you have. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, sir. Thank you very much. I'll tell you something. Andre, you're so right. You're so right. The University of the West Indies, sometimes when I say that, people get upset with me, but the University of the West Indies, to me, has become irrelevant because I ask a question. Do many of these people go to the University of the West Indies, then why are we here and where are they? We are not going forward. You see, BJ, you're so right, eh? These people use us as the economy of scale. So it is in their interest to give us ideas, to hold us back, and to give us a little grant from time to time to produce the raw material, but to keep us there, not for us to develop. And we, the citizens, don't understand that. And the politicians confuse us by fragmenting us to the finest particle, the finest atom. So we cannot see the tricks.
I gotta stop you there. We'll catch you again next week, God's willing.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Wonderful. Dr. Entwine, final thoughts.
I just want to remind our spice farmers of our final meeting for 2025 this evening at 5 at Upper Level Baines Hall. And I'm inviting all our spice farmers to come. The meeting at which I want to raise the potential and possibility for Grenada actively producing 3 spices that we can and actually have available here in Grenada, but which we underproduce, 2 of which represent 2 of the 3 highest valued spices worldwide.
Which are they, Doc?
Well, we have the vanilla and we have cardamom.
Cardamom?
Yes. Cardamom is the 3rd highest valued spice after the saffron is the highest valued, vanilla is the 2nd highest valued, and then cardamom the 3rd highest valued. And we can produce vanilla and cardamom. And by the way, cardamom is something that produces year round.
What is cardamom? Do we have it in the wild or something?
No, we have it in the field that we produce it.
You have it?
Yes. Yes.
You must take a picture of cardamom and show it to us next week, God's willing.
All right, I will do that, Andre. Thanks. No problem.
Somebody asking, what about black pepper?
Well, that too we need to revamp because black pepper has very significant nutritional value to it. Something we don't fully appreciate. But yes, black pepper we already produce. The problem is we don't produce it on a commercial scale, and we don't produce it actively so as to ensure that it can be harvested and marketed locally.
But it's a vine, right?
It grows as a vine, yes, and the fruit, which is tiny seeds, are what turn into the black pepper that ultimately.
Is it durable? I mean, can it take a beating and keep on ticking?
Yes. Most of the spices we have here are durable.
No, I'm talking about the vine.
Yes, the vine can readily grow. It has to be so. It grows something like the yams. Yams grow on sticks, on trees. Yes,
yeah.
Need support. Yeah,
something like that. All right, Dr. Entwine, thank you so much. Catch you again next week, my brother.
All right, see you guys next week. Have a nice weekend.
You too. Take care. Have a wonderful one. All right, good.
All right,
BJ, your final words.
Final words? We need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery.
None but ourselves can free our minds.
Good morning, Grenada.
Take care, sir, BJ. This is Real 91.9, 91.5, www.this is your friendly family station. Stay tuned. We've got news in a couple of ticks.
Only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.